promised last week, here we are. So it's the 1st of December today, which means by tradition this is the day that I will be decorating my house for Christmas. I have made a start in that I have bought in some lovely fresh flowers from the garden, and I have sneakily put up some of our Christmas cards already. These are lovely, by the way. These are mock orange, which is probably my favourite flower. Get your nose in there. Smells amazing. And actually the real orange, which is by the path, is also flowering, and that, if anything, smells even more amazing. It's just stunning every time you walk past that tree. Anyway, back to business. I will now be decorating my house into its lovely Christmas attire. So I will give you a quick tour as per normal once that is done. Here we go then. I have got my Christmas super mix on in the background, so you might pick that up from time to time. I hope not so much so that you can't hear me. But anyway, here we go. So just a quick overview. As you may or may not know, our Christmas theme is Country Village Fete in summer, because it is in effect summer in Australia. So that's why you won't see evergreens and too much dark colours. We saved that for Wintermas, which is our equivalent celebration to celebrate midwinter. So we get to have two Christmases, as it were, or two celebrations. Yes, it is a little bit gaudy. It is Christmas. We don't need things to be overly tasteful. This is our Christmas tree, just this lovely cherry blossom, and the theme for this is all sorts of birds. There we go. Got this one from Fortnum and Mason the last time I was in the UK. And then on this side, a little bit more of an orangey goldy theme to brighten up this corner over here. And then we've got our Christmas up there, and all our different types of bunting. Some nice bird bunting over there. If I step into this corner, this will give you a sense of how we're looking. So nice and festive to celebrate Christmas / midsummer. I don't know if you can see, but Beata's straying further than normal. She's keen to come and help. I am down with the plants I picked up from Bunnings yesterday. Wait, no, Sunday, a couple of days ago, to fill in the gaps in the wood store hedge, which happens to be this one, this one, and this one, so 3 in a row. And they actually happen to be the 3 plants that I bought online. The other plants all came from Bunnings. The ones you get online are sort of quite small and they just really struggled, but the Bunnings plants are that much bigger. So they seemingly tended to do a little bit better. Although having said that, I don't know, none of them have taken off in quite the way I might have hoped, but it has been less than a year. Hello. You've come far. She has massive FOMO. Not sure how much use she'll be, but she is very good at digging holes, so we'll see. Good girl. hill today. I'm going to try and do a double load, which is something I usually prefer not to do because it's very hard work and it's very tiring, but my time is very short at the moment. I'm so busy with other stuff, and so my access to the vehicle and my access to time to be able to do this is not great, which is why I'm going to try to maybe bring down 2 loads. I probably won't be able to process 2 loads. Having the Husqvarna battery chainsaw has been game-changing for us, certainly for me, because I'm so much more independent. But the downside of that is, unless you've got banks and banks of batteries, I do have to wait for the batteries to recharge between certain phases. So I can't just go and go, which is probably okay in the sense that it means that I have a sort of enforced break partway through the process where I can't really do anything, but it is a bit frustrating in that I would probably prefer just to crack on with it today. The obvious solution to that, as I mentioned, is probably to just buy more batteries, but they are expensive, and the other side of that is there'll be few occasions really where this is a problem. So swings and roundabouts, but just to say I'm up here today. I'm going to try and do 2 loads. I'll let you know how I get on with that. But it's a very nice day today. We've had quite a lot of gloomy weather recently, and in some places, not here but at higher altitudes, considering that we're now into summer, they have actually had snow. But today it's a clear blue sky, which means that I'll be able to get on top of some of the laundry which has been accumulating because of our off-grid situation. It is a bit intense to do too much machine washing when it is overcast and raining, actively raining. Anyway, my future awaits me. I'll catch up with you later. I've got back down to the house with my first load, and I thought I'd check on the Gunnera since it's close by. The light might be making it difficult to see, but you may be able to see it is now starting to outgrow this cage. I've just done a quick bit of Googling to see if deer or wallabies are known to eat Gunnera, and it did imply that actually Gunnera is a very good plant for gardens that have problems with deer. It's recommended for that situation, and it's also suggested that wallabies, I beg your pardon, typically don't eat Gunnera either. So, although there is still, although you can't really see, smaller leaves growing up inside, like this one. I'm hoping if I take the chance and take the cage away, it's doing well enough that hopefully it won't get munched. So I'm taking a risk. Keep your fingers crossed for me. Let's hope that it works out. Different day, but same project. I thought I'd end as I started, up in the backwoods. The past few times I've sort of mentioned that I've been coming up here, but I realised that it's probably been a while since we've had a look around. So I thought I'd show you what I see when I'm up here working. You might be able to see it's a nice clear blue sky day today after a series of thunderstorms have rolled through the past few days. A little bit of wind there, and it rained yesterday, so the ground's damp underfoot. This section behind me is one of my favourite sections up here. Some big slabs of rock up there. Well, as the wind picks up, that's me done up here for another week. So I will see you, all being well, next week. Bye for now.